Grass is necessary, right? Animals need it for food. It fertilizes plants. The possibilities are endless. According to my research, grass makes up 26% of the entire earth. So my point is, grass is essential, right? And so are teachers. Teachers are mandatory for education. Teachers are not required for learning, they're vital to it. Children carry what they are taught at a young age throughout the rest of their lives. Everyone knows that today's youth become tomorrow's leaders. They educate kids in their most impressionable years, no matter the types of classes. They are the ultimate role models for students. The teacher-student connection is invaluable for some students who may not otherwise have that stability. Teachers need a deep understanding of where their students are coming from, their backgrounds, their struggles, their abilities. And that is, in a way, like grass. No matter the circumstance, they always continue to grow. That is me. I want to be a person that a kid needs in their life. I want to grow no matter the circumstance. I want to be there when I am all a student has. That is why I want to be a teacher. I want them to know that they're not alone. Hi, I'm Rebekah Heitman, and this is From the Ground Up. I am a freshman at Cookville High School and an active member in my school chapter. I've known I've wanted to be a teacher since about 5th grade. At the time, I was homeschooled, so I helped my siblings with their work sometimes. I loved watching the relief overwhelm them because they knew what I was talking about. When I think back to those moments, I can occasionally hear the woo or oh because they knew what I was talking about. It made me so happy. Due to the fact that I'm a freshman, I'm in the Fundamentals of Education class. It introduced me to what teaching was and what it entailed. You could say that it confirmed that I knew what I was going to do with my life. I'm becoming the person I want to be, but first I must figure out what it entails, and I need to become my future self just for a little bit to understand what my future life is going to be. As a teaching trained competitor, I met with my advisor to increase my knowledge of the teaching profession. I wanted to see myself as the person I want to be. This is just the beginning. The first step to research is the field of education. What does a middle school teacher do? Here's my table of contents. Here's my summary page submission. Here's my summary. Here's what would be portrayed as a standard job description. Teaching curriculum provided by the school, assigning and grading homework, writing and grading tests and essays, engaging the class with lectures, classroom discussions, relevant activities and demonstrations. It will also be challenged to connect classroom material to current events in everyday life to help your students better understand the importance of what they're learning. School teachers can expect to work school days, mornings, afternoons, 5 days a week, 9 to 10 months of the year. They teach more than one class of students each day. Between classes and after school, they may prepare lessons, grade homework and tests, and attend meetings. They also enjoy winter, spring, and summer vacations. That's my favorite part. In order to become a school teacher, I must first receive a bachelor's degree from a university. This must be followed by obtaining the appropriate state license. How do I know I will be a teacher? Well, I've completed 5 self-assessments. First, I took the Myers-Briggs test. It suggested that I am a turbulent protagonist who strategizes in social engagement. Second, I took the ONA Interest Profiler. It stated that I was very social and artistic. I was so very excited to see those two. I feel those qualities are vital to becoming a teacher. Next is the Career Explorer. It said that I'm luminary, uninhibited, assertive, active, competent, and leader-like. It also stated that I would be interested in becoming a school counselor. It's not what I had in mind, but it definitely sparked my interest. So in a sense, I would be the water and the food that helps the plants, grass, and greenery grow. That's pretty cool. I took a personal values test, and it expressed that I value ambition, privacy, trust, tradition, and pleasure. I also took a career clusters quiz, which stated that I will go into education and training. That had me over the moon. I felt like this was my passion, my destiny. Now, how am I supposed to implement this? Well, you've got to have a rough draft before a final copy. So I have taught a full lesson and shadowed a class in order to get a real feel for it. Whew. I have brain development. I have a lesson that consisted of brain development and how it affects teaching. As you can see, I imported 2 of the slides that I used to teach my students. Now, how am I supposed to implement this? As a teach and train participant, I met with my advisor to plan a presentation to exponentially increase my knowledge of the teaching of profession and education. My goal is to explore the true experience of a classroom, develop valuable skills, understanding, and have a passion for teaching. This project will be planned and carried out by myself along with the help of my advisor. I will be researching the field of education, job shadowing, planning, and implementing a lesson plan for students. This project will take place during the 2021-2022 school year. I will complete this job lesson shadowing and teaching at Cokeville High School. I will schedule and participate a day-long job shadow and will also plan a lesson to teach. My goal is to explore a true experience of a classroom and develop valuable skills, understanding, and a passion for teaching. I think I already have that. Act. In order to act on this project, I will develop my lesson plan and teach it to a class. Acting also involves shadowing the teacher. Lesson plan. My topic was to brain development and how it affects teaching. Career readiness practices. Act as a responsible and contributing citizen and employee. Communicate clearly and effectively with reason. Demonstrate creativity and innovation. Employ valid and reliable research strategies. Utilize critical thinking and make sense of problems and persevere while solving them. Model integrity, ethical leadership, and effective management. Use technology to enhance productivity. So the materials I used was a smartboard and presentation, colored pencils, activity supplies, and multiple other things. First, we did create your own snow. I used salt and water. The kids absolutely loved it. It was so fun to watch their eyes glow as the water formed with the salt. The next activity was Legos. They had 10 to 15 minutes to play with Legos so I could see what they would create and how it stimulates their brain. My third activity was a feelings page. Not to see how they're feeling, but to see how they think other feelings, like what they think anger is, what they think happiness is, what they think excited is, what they think confusion is, things like that. So, for the assessment, I will be using a questionnaire to assess how I taught. I looked over all of the questionnaires, and 98% of them said that I did a very good job and they would be willing to participate in it again. That made me really excited because I love teaching and I thought that I did pretty well in the lesson too. I feel like it is a great introduction to teaching the world and what it entails. I absolutely love teaching the kids. I feel like there were some things that I could have done differently, but overall I feel like it went pretty well. I could have done better with time management, but overall I feel like I did pretty well. According to my students' feedback, they said they would like to do it again, and I would like to as well. Self-assessment document summary. These are some pictures of me teaching, and this is them with the snow. They absolutely loved it. This is them playing with the Legos. I was so excited to see what they came up with. Some made houses, some just built up blocks, some made walls, some had way farther plans developed, but we didn't have enough time for that. This is a student filling out a feelings form. I loved seeing how they portrayed feelings. Like some of it was weather, some of it, like happiness was flowers, sadness was funerals, mad was fire. Like it was so cool to see like the way they portray things. Assessment. I had students fill out a questionnaire. Evidence of technology used. Technology was used to advance my lesson by providing an online format to present my research. Works to cite my research. I use multiple research links to figure out how the brain works and how much it can capacitate and how it affects teaching. It was so cool to learn that myself and be able to teach it to others. So, what's next for me? Where will I go in the future? Well, first, I have to graduate high school, which I'm pretty confident in that. After graduation, I plan to attend Tennessee Tech University. I'm so excited to pursue my dreams. If you've ever heard the quote, "Spread hope like grass seeds in a windstorm," that has inspired me to do what I love and spread hope elsewhere. Thank you.